Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, Barrett. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. On the give, this is Drake. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Second down, it's Drake. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Barrett looks to throw on first. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
To throw on third down. Barrett, he finds Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now the rookie from Arizona State, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Off the play fake, Barrett sliding out of the pocket. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. From the shotgun, here's Barrett. This is caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Corey Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. From the gun, here's Watson. And his first pass is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again is Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. A huge play there on the screen pass. 58 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
On 1st and 10, Watson going for it all. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking there for Bruce Ellington, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell, and he stopped immediately there. The tackle that time by William Hayes. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on third down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Balaj. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. First down, Drake. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB. For Drake. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker. First down, Barrett to throw. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Barrett now on second down. Over the middle, complete. That's Parker. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. A give to Drake running left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Looking to throw on second down. Barrett steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. On third down, Barrett. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line. Made them kick a field goal for the offense. 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Charles Harris not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Third and long, it's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. The rookie Minka Fitzpatrick with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's got room. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Watson to throw on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. A gain of 8 and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. To throw on 2nd is Watson.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Come back, come back.
Out of the gun, Watson gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
Brandon, sometimes we give a lot of these running backs credit for being good receivers, and all they catch are swings and screens. Le'Veon Bell's a full member of the passing game for the Pittsburgh Steelers, whether he's split out of the backfield or not.
Well, no doubt he can catch it, coming off a career-high 85 receptions in 2017. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Watson now going to run the option right and avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Texans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Watson. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On first down, Watson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Reset. Come back. Do jet.
Watson just beating the play clock. Now he steps away, and that'll be incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Watson now operating from the gun. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Again, it's Balaj. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Well, after what we just saw, we know that with 3rd down coming up, this is not a gimme for the offense. They've got to figure out what they want to do. Do they challenge their offensive line and try and run it? Or do they go ahead and concede that this is a tough defense and put it in the air?
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Balaj. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. A pitch out to Drake. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. To throw on 2nd down. Barrett. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Parker. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Back to throw Barrett. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. He goes underneath the Drake. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, Barrett looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dylan Cole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Parker unable to get that one. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Down. Flag 22. Flag 22.
After the interception, here's Watson. Caught here by Bell. Got some room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Griffin, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Black 99 Philly. Come back, come back.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Tiger, tiger, tiger.
To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's got Fuller. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Watson operating from the gun. This is Bell on the dump off. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. Watson and the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Again, it's Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To the air yet again, Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd.
Tiger, tiger, tiger.
Watson looks to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2.
Come back, come back. Tiger.
From the gun, here's Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Here's Bell. He will push his way down to about the 14. Cordray Tankersley on the stop defensively.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
To throw is Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barrett, he dumps it off to Drake. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. from the shotgun. Here's Barrett. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Operating from the gun, Barrett. And incomplete here on third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. They ran out of gas at the end, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. A good effort there from distance, but he might have needed a little more help from the air conditioning behind him on that one.
It probably would have helped. This is awfully close to getting there. It was right on target, but it winds up being just a little bit short.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. On second down, here's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Texans on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. Escaping the pressure right, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Barrett. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Minka Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama.
Reset.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Green the line.
Now Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 49, 20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So some drama down at the very end of this ball game, Charles, on that final kickoff. They were hoping to break free, some sort of miracle play, but they couldn't do it.
They had a chance, and that was their only opportunity to try and bring it all the way back. As you noted, they weren't able to get that done, but at least they had the shot. What a tremendous game to be this close and this well contested.
So for Miami, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Houston, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna